Well, we're back at it again. I thought my season might have been over, but I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't take knowing that there were still birds gobbling, and I wasn't out there chasing them. So I know what you're thinking right now. Jake, where did you get that t-shirt and how do I get one? I'm glad you asked. www.thebaysidelegion.com. We got a bunch of shirts, we got hoodies, we got hats, we got gun rests for your knee, all kinds of good stuff. Go check it out. I'm in New York State. I've never hunted here before. Wasn't really planning on hunting here this year, to be honest. I just kind of on a whim, I had thought about coming up to Vermont or New Hampshire, and somehow I landed on New York. I'm not really sure how. But here we are, and I'm finally licensed. I'm gonna start driving. Got a couple places I've just been looking at. I think I can get to before dark. I got a couple hours before dark, and I'd like to put my eyes on wherever I'm going to hunt in the morning. So we'll see. I got a few days, and I've already had a great season, so anything from here on out is just a bonus. I'm just glad to be in the woods, so I'm going to see if we can't muster one up. Well, I didn't turn up nothing in the way of turkeys, but not crazy about this place. Don't really have a great feeling for it, you know, but I'm sure there's turkeys here somewhere. I just feel like there's a lot of trails and roads here. I feel like it probably gets pressured because it's easy access to a lot of this stuff. But I'll probably just try to get as far away from the truck as I can in the morning and hope something's gobbling. It's been quiet this morning. It's pretty. It's a beautiful morning. I guess we'll keep it moving. Well, that's a wrap on day one. It's quitting time. Got warm today. Not much to talk about. Never did come up with any turkeys, so I'm gonna make a big move and try to go somewhere else. Well, we're getting on into the afternoon here. I made it to where I'd wanted to get to. I have seen some turkeys out. Have not seen a longbeard. I've seen a bunch of hens and a couple of different big groups of jakes. So there is turkeys here. So I've marked a bunch of those spots. I might start making some phone calls and seeing if I can't get permission to hunt some of these bigger farms at least. That way, if the public doesn't work out, I'll have a fallback plan. But all right, well, I was striking out there on getting permission. First, couldn't get a hold of some people, phone numbers weren't right, blah, blah, blah. And then I found a guy's house, stopped and asked the first guy, and he's got people that pay to hunt his property, which is unfortunate because that's where I'd seen the most turkeys, and he's got a beautiful place. But I saw a group of 5 hens, and I saw Jake earlier on the back side of this big farm in a plowed field. But the field they were in, whoever owns that is just the field. All of the woods behind it are owned by this other guy. I went and knocked on his door and ended up talking to him for the last hour. Nicest guy in the world. He's got 200 acres on one side of the road, 200 on the other side of the road. This side of the road, somebody else already hunts. The side he told me I could hunt is the woods where the hens were on the back side of it. And he said nobody's hunted in there this year, so that's awesome. The middle of his property is this giant swamp. And then it goes back to hardwoods on the other side. Ooh. Got one. All right, well, we got one to go. I've heard a New York gobble. Best part about this whole situation is this guy has given me permission to camp on his farm. The first guy. Which, if you've ever done this, having a safe place to sleep is really invaluable. Just knowing that you're okay to sleep here, nobody's gonna mess with you. It's nice. So I'm gonna make some dinner real quick and then try to get some sleep. It is early in the morning. I hate to even say this, but I'm probably leaving this good camera in the truck. They keep bumping the weather earlier and earlier. The rain is now supposed to start at like 5 instead of 7 or 8, whenever it was. So it's showing 100% chance of me getting wet. I'm getting a little jammed up in here. I gotta get through that. Turkeys are over there. I gotta try to find a way. I mean, forget about doing it quietly. I just trying to find a way to do it at all. Hasn't started raining yet. Hopefully we can get a few gobbles out of them before it starts raining. There's a raccoon about 5 feet away from me. Go on, get. He's being stubborn with his gobbles this morning. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Still no gobbles. I'm a little stumped. He could be 200, 250 yards in front of me on the other property, on that knob. But I mean, if he's gobbling, I would hurt him gobbling. I'm gonna ease over to the edge where I can see out into that big field and just sit there for a while and see if I see anything. I just got up to the edge of this field. There's a dang hen like 10 yards out into the field. She's probably 25 yards away. There's 2 hens out there, about 20 yards. That's all I've seen so far, is just some hens. Watched those hens for a while. Ended up being, I think it's 4 hens and a Jake. There's a chance. I got fooled last night by a Jake. I hate to leave a bird, but I gotta find a bird that's willing to gobble. Okay. I'm getting wet. Oh. Good God. Thank you, beavers. They're gonna be mad about that. There is no other critter that would make me do this. What is it about the turkey? What is it about the turkey? Well, the rain has set in, but I did just find a flock of turkeys. I know there's going to be pretty crappy footage, but there's 3 longbeards out there for sure. It's not somebody that owns it, it's a real estate partnership. Well, I got shut down on the big flock of turkeys. Oh, I found the company that owns that property, went to their office, and they only let employees hunt. So I tried to put in an application and they weren't having it. Y'all want an update? Still raining. Y'all, I was getting my tail whooped with asking for permission. It was just like going to the bar, talking to women. I was just getting turned down everywhere I went. That rain slacked off and earlier today, and so I took off driving. I mean, I got to see some turkeys, a lot of hens out, just out and about by themselves. And then every single place that I saw longbeards, I'd figure out who owns it, go to their place, ask permission. Every one of them was, well, I'm already letting somebody hunt there, I'm letting somebody local hunt there, everywhere. And then one of the big farms that owns a lot of land around here that has a lot of turkeys on it, they only let employees hunt. So, but then I saw a flock in a field, looked like 2 or 3 longbeards and some hens, and pulled up to the little house, and nobody was home. As I was getting ready to leave, car pulled in, sweetest old lady. Talked to her for a while. She says she quit letting people hunt here a couple years ago because the guys she did let hunt took advantage of her and they killed everything that was here. And she didn't see any turkeys or deer for the last couple years. So I told her I'm only interested in one, and if I get one, I'm out of here. She'll never see me again. So she said, good luck. So I got the green light. It's about a 150-acre field, and she's got a little bit of woods in the back. You know, I'm guessing where that's where they're going to roost. But this rain started again. If it slacks off, I'd like to get out there and see if I can see where they go into the woods at. If it doesn't slack off, then I'll just wing it in the morning. Well, that was pretty cool. I got to watch them birds for a while. I just snuck down to a hedgerow where I could have some cover, and they had worked off, and then they turned and came back right past me. Couldn't get the cell phone up until they were a little ways away, but they were like 10 yards at one point. So I stood there in the rain and watched them for an hour and a half or so, and then they went into the one little corner of this field up behind on the other side of this woman's house that I couldn't see. The one part of this field I couldn't see. And they never pop back out. Ever. They're gone. They're doing what turkeys do. Best I can figure, they went across the road somewhere. So, less than ideal. I'm going to go pick a spot in that field and just wait them out. I mean, I really feel like they're going to come back to that field at some point. It just got tilled. You know, they were wanting to be in there tonight. It's supposed to rain tonight and then quit sometime around 2 or 3 in the morning and then start again at like 8 or 9. But if they get rained on all night, I'm hoping they'll want to come out there and dry off and whatever. You know, turkeys are going to do what turkeys are going to do, and they'll probably do something different. I might not ever see those turkeys again, but we're going to give it a shot. Man, people forget. People forget how good the Allman Brothers were. This is not going to be my favorite kind of turkey hunt, but I got a spot picked out in the corner of this field. But I'm going to bring some snacks with me and a fully charged cell phone because I get the feeling I'm going to get bored. But we'll see. Well, this is my spot. It's not a bad spot. I'm in the corner. I can see both directions down the field. Surprise, surprise. I got a board sitting where I was. I sat there for 3 hours, over 3 hours. So I decided to just get up and work the edge and work my way to the back of the farm. And I'd stopped, I'd seen a hen one of these corners that was chasing 3 crows. These 3 crows were just messing with her. They were just getting up and moving. And she chased them and they were just getting up and moving. Finally, I walked a little closer. The crows saw me. They took off and started calling. And a bird got right on the other side of this knob, back towards the front of the farm. So I just jumped it the first time I got one. It sounded close. So I just jumped back in these bushes here. I'm just gonna wait it out for a minute. Here they come. I don't know why I let him get so close. How about that? New York State. Oh. Man, that was friggin' awesome. When I heard that bird gobble the first time, I was like, man, he's not that far away. I dove into this bush. I heard him gobble again. It sounded like he was farther away. It's hard to tell with this hill. I think I had the camera on. I just yelped badly and didn't hear anything. So I was just sitting here and I was like, all right, let me hit him with the glass call. I pulled the glass call out and I was getting ready to strike it, and I look up and I see a red head over that rise, and I was like, oh boy. And here they come, that same group from yesterday. And I don't know why I let him get so close. I think he's like 10 yards, maybe 12. I couldn't decide which one to shoot. I mean, I think I might have shot this bird off camera. If I did, I apologize. Hear me out on this. He was close enough that I thought I saw some big spurs on him. So my gun was on the bird on the left, but then this bird in the middle had turned and was walking sideways. And I could have sworn I seen some big spurs. So I moved the gun real quick and shot this one. There's a different feeling when you know it's probably the last trigger pull. That grain bin back there, the lady's house is right next to that, and I mean it's far away, but I didn't want to shoot. You know, I don't want to skyline a turkey. I don't have to, so I was hoping that they would come, you know, down. And they got to that point at probably like 30 yards, and I was like, all right, well, I need to be killing one of these things, and I just couldn't pick one. I picked a good one now. That's what I saw. I mean, they won't go in the record books, but it is a fine one to finish on. These wings are just tore up. Got a perfectly healthy long beard on him. I think I shot part of it off. He's got that really chocolate color. Turkey tag 1. Thank you, buddy. I got to watch you for a long time yesterday. That was fun. Gobbling, me hiding real quick, me calling badly. It had everything. This is the best feeling in the world when you have nothing else to do but spend time with your turkey and enjoy the moment and just soak it in. I've never hunted New York. This year, 3 days. Incredible.